What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Plastic Power Podcast. And I forgot to do that.
There you go.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the Plastic Power Podcast.
Power
This is
Podcast.
Starblast Studios alongside Daima
Team and Champ Animations.
You know we're not in sync when we talk in Discord, right? They're just gonna hear you and me talking at the same time, and they're not even gonna make out what we're saying.
I don't care. They'll like it and learn to like it.
No, they won't. Okay.
Well, let's share it all around.
Yeah, we're just making sure to share the stream all around right now.
But
yes, if you're coming up to the stream, be sure to share it on Instagram, on YouTube, on the Tickety Talks, and the Facebook, and the Twitter.
Absolutely.
I just heard myself.
Oh yeah, my bad. Hold on, I had this.
No, it was funny.
Let me get the.
Everything is probably all right. We are live. Very nice thumbnail. Very vibrant thumbnail.
Very vibrant, very colorful, very.
Well, I try to make a match Vegeta's colors. That's what I always try to do in my thumbnails. If I'm reviewing like a figure, I try to have it match the colors of their clothing and hair and stuff.
Yes, if you're tuning into the live stream now, welcome. Be sure to check us out on the Plastic Pile Podcast on Instagram and check our
podcast.
We need to get our Twitch set up, man. We gotta get that. Simul stream ready because we have it in the description, man. But we don't do anything with it. We need to do that.
Well, we gotta
with the Instagram, yeah, more often.
No, on the Twitch.
No,
the Twitch. Yeah. We'll do something with the Twitch at some point. There's been a lot of stuff going on.
Well, next stream we're gonna simulcast on Twitch too.
Yeah, please maybe play some Marvel Rivals, or we can play that new Splitgate game that just came out. Splitgate 2.
Squid Game?
No, Splitgate. It's a free game. It's like Portals, but Portals and Halo if they had a baby. It's a very good.
Oh, was that just announced at was that shown after the Xbox conference?
Yeah, but it's out right now.
Oh, I gotta be able to play these games on my laptop. I mean, it is a gaming laptop,
I hope you can. That'd be sad if you can.
I know. I want to get game and it catches on fire. He's like, okay.
It is a laptop for gaming. I'll just use that.
You know what, we should play? We should play some of those Roblox Dragon Ball games together.
Bro, I am so down to do that. Like some of these Dragon Ball games are actually better than official games. But I will say that
Nexus is honestly really cool. Nexus is really cool.
They are awesome. They're actually so good. Welcome to the stream, Mr. Insanity. What's going on?
What's going on?
What's going on? Hopefully trying to get this. Why does it keep saying that the YouTube chat is disabled for the live stream? Like every time it's on the OBS thing, I don't know why. So, but like, anyways,
yeah, that does that for me too. I don't know why. I don't know.
All right, so if you guys can't already tell, today we're going to be discussing our picks for we're going to be ranking all of the SH Figuarts Vegeta figures, some third-party ones. There's going to be some that we may have missed. Because there's a lot of Vegeta figures from Figuarts and the third-party stuff, but
we were gonna add Dragon Stars and Figurize, but they's like, nah, it will be too long of a video.
Yeah,
plus
they'll
be all in the D tier, to be honest. Those although I will say
the Irwin Toys ones and Jax.
Yeah. Okay. But no, I will say the Super Baby Vegeta from Dragon Stars is not that bad of a figure. So it's actually pretty cool.
Unfortunately, with this website, you can't actually remove pictures from the list. So there was a couple. So I had to take all of the non-Vegeta figures and then throw them into its own section that says "Not Vegeta." So if you're wondering why there's a gigantic mess like that here, this is why.
That is why. And we're gonna
there is actual Vegeta figures here, but that's because again, I accidentally threw in duplicates.
Yeah,
we're
gonna
use pictures that we're not gonna actually use.
So don't worry about them.
Yeah, don't worry about them. Exactly. Don't worry.
We're gonna rank them. We're gonna rank them by his forms. So power down, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, and so on. So that's how we're gonna do it, and we're gonna do it.
Oh, all the power down stuff. Okay. Let me.
Yeah, all the power down figures only. We're not doing head sculpts or any DLC ports. We're just doing figures.
Really be here all day.
Yeah,
I think the Goku one was pretty long when we ranked all the Goku.
Yeah, I think that was an hour and a half or something like that.
So plus there is a lot more Goku figures compared to Vegeta. Vegeta does have a nice chunk. If we just did Figuarts, it's probably almost as close as Goku. But with all the third party stuff, Goku just has so many more figures compared to Vegeta. But yeah, Vegeta. We've been wanting to do like a tier list. We're gonna we want to try to do these more often. We do like doing tier lists. They're fun to do. So yeah, we're back at it again with another one today on the PP Podcast. Yo, Cyber Spyro, what's up?
What's good, Cyber Spiral, the homie?
Cyber Spiral, the homie. He said we should do a standalone ranking of Dragon Stars. I think Heesh and I were the only ones collecting Dragon Stars. I don't think Sean.
I've only got like a couple, yeah. Like I remember I bought Cooler, and this was before Figuarts made one, and then I made a video of throwing the Dragon Stars one across the room into the garbage can once I got the Figuarts one.
Yeah.
All right, so
all right, so let's go ahead and start off with I guess the first base Vegeta. Well, what should we go? We go the superhero one?
The one.
Let's do the one didn't start what didn't start it all.
Okay, the earliest base one Vegeta then.
The Saiyan saga.
Scouter
1.0.
Yeah, the first 1.0 one. The best thing about this one was the paint shading, which sadly we don't see as much anymore. But
yeah, besides
that, it is a 1.0 body, so it is the old body mold. I mean, it's still like a decent figure, but there's so many more figures that's way above this. I would definitely put this in that either C or what is that, E?
Yeah, like
it's not like the worst figure.
D. Like D will be the worst one for Vegeta. I could add in like a worse, like a
B, C,
like a
C,
lower
D.
ranking if you want.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes,
I would put it at B. I started collecting after this figure came out, but from what I've heard, a lot of people
I pre-ordered.
Enjoyed this a lot of people enjoyed this figure. But
yeah, I mean, the accessories are crazy too.
Accessories, you got like key blast, you had shading, alternate heads, you had a stand for it.
The thing
back
is,
when Tamashi
like,
gave a shit.
Here's how I see it. I think when this figure came out, this figure was like A tier to S tier. Right?
Oh yeah.
But then, like, as other Vegeta figures came out and as things got better, the standard for SH Figuarts and the quality of things just got higher. But I will say this. The fact that 1.0 figures did have more charm to them than the 2.0 figures for a while. And that's because you can actually see that there's more molding going on with the faces at this point. Like, I remember the thing with 2.0s is that it seems like what happened is they'd print out the eyes onto the actual face. Like, they wouldn't actually be part of the sculpt, right? And this was a common thing. This is why we end up seeing, like, when you go to Target, right, you see a Saiyan Rays on Earth Goku, bro's got like the fisheye smiley face because they messed up with the printing process or something or whatever.
Yeah. And like I said before, this is when they used to put really nice shading on the figures that we really don't see that much anymore, sadly. That, to me, that was one of the shining spots with the 1.0 figures.
Yeah. And they did include like some energy effects with this Vegeta as well. Like, this is when the 1.0 stuff, when they were coming out, they gave you a ton of accessories and they really gave you like a full package. I think they even gave you like a flight stand to go alongside this. So I guess
he had 2 trays worth of accessories. You had the one on top of the figure and it, then below it.
Yeah. Although I think that when there's like a lot of stuff that goes with the figure, it's great. But nowadays, it's most of the accessories, if we're going to be honest with you, we're not actually going to be using them. They end up going back in the box anyways.
Oh, he also did have the interchangeable tail, right? The one
he did have an interchangeable tail, yeah.
But that was cool too. Yeah.
Well, they did that with the other Saiyan Saga Vegeta as well.
Yeah. So yeah, I definitely put this on the site. It's not the worst figure. It's above it because it got outdated over time.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it. I feel like C tier is better for it. I'm not gonna say it's the worst, but it's only there because it's outdated, like in comparison to the rest of them. Okay, so
all right, next tier.
We can go ahead. In fact, I think it's a good idea to talk about
2.0.
Well, let's go to 2.0 right now, just so we can kind of get that out. I will give this. I don't know. I'd give this somewhere between A and B.
Just put it right above it.
You know what?
Yeah,
no, I'm gonna give it a B tier because the problem with this figure is that once what I can remember from messing around with this is that the armor pieces just felt very uninspired. Like, they didn't upgrade anything very well in terms of the technology with the Saiyan Saga Vegeta.
Well, wasn't the 1.0, didn't it have that
loose leg issue?
I heard that, and then it was just one. The torso was just one piece. No.
Yeah, but like that's like I think you can give that a pass because it's the earlier like stuff with Vegeta. Like, yes, there's quality control with a lot of stuff, but when it comes to like the newer figure, what I'm talking about specifically is that the armor is still like very limiting in that way with this Vegeta. Like, you don't get as much waist articulation. I think you did. Like, the thing is, even though 1.0 like did actually no, you did get waist articulation. I'm tripping, bro.
There wasn't any like shading on it or line work on it, which
no.
Yeah.
So the line work,
that was a big eyesore.
Yeah, it didn't
This
come with
you
any
added
line
it.
work. This I customized to add the line work, which just makes it pop out.
Yeah, it looks so much better with that. And all they got to do is just paint in darker lines, man. And they they still to this day refuse to do that. And they did that on the 1.0. And it's like, all right, we pretty much traded for the 2.0 body mold, but I mean, you get a little less accessories, and you don't get that extra paintwork in it, like the shading or the line work. The shading, you know what? Fine. At least throw the line work in there, man. Come on.
Yeah.
So that was disappointing, and still to this day, I feel like there's a better way for them to work in the Saiyan armor besides the hinges, because it gets in the way.
Yeah, which they did introduce like a seemingly better method when it came to Turles, for example.
Yeah.
But even then, I will say like it's not quite the best. I think that the best way to go about it would probably be to introduce some rubber pieces.
Yeah, because these flaps, to be honest, are a pain in the ass to when you're trying to like move the leg up. Like it's if it was made out of like a soft rubber, you would be able to move and bend the knees a little bit more. Like, look, I'm having trouble just with that shit on.
Yeah, and they always like stick up. Yeah, it
keeps popping off.
It's hard, even with like a rubber piece, it would still be sticking up like that. So at some point, they will figure out a better way. Maybe if they put another cut in it with a hinge, so like when you lift it over the knee, maybe it hangs over it. You know what I mean? Maybe they can work that in at some point. But yeah, this one I would feel like, what is that, B you have it on? I would definitely put it on B. It's not the best, not the worst. It's like mid Vegeta figure.
It is one of those things where this Vegeta figure, because it's like, you know, they moved over to 2.0. It gives you some good base Vegeta heads to go alongside.
Yeah.
So the head swapping is fun with it.
One thing, did we grab the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive 1.0 Scatter Vegeta?
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I knew we forgot about something.
Yeah, that one I would probably just put with the 1.0.
Yeah, see?
It is a really nice, like, it's his first appearance.
Make sure you hide your search history, Heesh. We don't want to see any of that My Hero Academia hentai.
Bulma hentai. Chi-Chi. Oh, man. It's just like, screw you guys. Yeah, that one, I love that they did that as an exclusive, and I always thought they were going to do it with the 2.0, but they never did. Like, why not? That's such a unique version, and it's so weird because he had the red hair, which made no sense because it changed black magically over a few episodes.
Yeah.
Which was only because, well, actually, this is how Toei was going to have Vegeta looking like until Toriyama had called him up on the phone and was like, hey, you know, all Saiyans' hairs are supposed to, like, you know, be black, right? They didn't even bother asking Toriyama for colors. They just started doing their own thing, and Toriyama was like, hell no.
That's a very 80s style coloration on them. The very highlighter type looking colors with, like, the greenish yellow.
Yeah.
The orange. And so it is a very nice exclusive, though. If I had that, it would definitely be MIB. Fix your goddamn mic.
I'm trying. Like, I moved it and it got loose.
Dang it, champ.
So I would say, I mean, it's identical to the 1.0. It's just different colors.
You've had 4 jobs.
All right. So next, what should we jump into?
Should we go to the superhero Vegeta or the?
Let's do the superhero one.
Okay. Actually, wait. No, this is the perfect time to go into the bootleg.
Let's do the bootleg. The Black Hole Toys 2-pack battle.
No, I'm not doing the tongue. Listen, the tongue is cool, but those are most of the time they're clones. They're like
yeah. They would just be on that bottom row. Which one is this? Hold on.
So this is the Black Hole Toys 2-pack
Oh,
Vegeta.
okay.
Which one is battle damage, which does actually include, some new sculpting
Head
and
sculpt?
whatnot. Yeah.
Have either of you got it or seen reviews of it? Because I just saw a few quick pictures. Someone was complaining about the head size either being too big or too small. I forgot what it was though. I mean, it doesn't look bad, and it's a pretty cool set. How you get this is the first battle damaged Vegeta practically, besides maybe the hole that he has in the Namek saga from Frieza, that version of Vegeta. So this is
I
like
saw a couple reviews.
damage.
It's basically like the same figure as the SH Figuarts.
2.0.
It's just that the some people didn't like the battle damage because I don't think it's sculpted on there. I think it's like decaled or painted on there, so it makes the figure look a little cheap.
Yeah.
I mean, there are some like cuts and tears into his outfit that looks pretty cool, but and then some people didn't like how the facial expressions looked a little off because I guess
I think
don't know,
that's what I was thinking of.
Yeah.
All right.
I think that Vegeta though, like it does look very, the faces. You know what? I probably would put it like between B and C because it does have the bootleg.
No, you got to pick one or the other, buddy.
No. If I was being like legitimate, like this, I mean, it's below this one, right? Like I do like the battle damage.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's just because the faces look very
that one.
bootlegish. They look inauthentic.
Yeah, like it's almost as good, but not as good as the official version.
Yeah.
So yeah, I agree with where it's at.
By the way,
It is
guys,
a
quick side note. What do you think of the background that we have right now? Champ made it. I think it looks pretty cool, but I'm curious to know what you guys think of the.
Yo, Kuso.
What's good, Kuso? Welcome.
Cyber Spiral was saying, imagine if they kept that color for Vegeta.
That would
Comic-Con.
I can't imagine them keeping that color, considering all the forms.
That would look
Vegeta
so
has.
bad now. yeah. I mean, it's like, wait, wasn't he already a Super Saiyan God to begin with? Then
I remember people were using that head as customs for Super Saiyan God.
I remember that. Yeah. Yep. I remember that. All right, next one. Let's do the superhero one. This one I feels like a basic Vegeta. Like it's not the best, not the worst to me.
The only selling point of this figure is the Buu Saga body mold. That's the only thing that like made me buy it. The head sculpts are a little iffy.
I will
but
say,
if you got
even though the mold on the torso is nice, it does like get kind of stuck. It doesn't actually give you as much articulation, I would say.
Yeah. If you did get the Tantan Arts and Majin Vegeta head sculpt, then this would be a really nice Majin Vegeta.
Yeah, like this one. Yeah,
this
is dumb. It's like
Vegeta. And the pricing for it was $35. So that's like a win-win right there. Even though you don't get a ton of accessories, you do get the basic stuff. But I mean, come on, you can't beat that $35 price tag for an SH Figuarts figure. So yeah, but I would say it's, a regular basic Vegeta figure like the 2.0 Scout or where we've been putting them. So a lot of Vegeta figures I feel like are going to be on that basic Vegeta what is that, B right there? I feel like a lot of them are going to be under that.
Here's an interesting question for you right now. Would you rather that we get like SH Figuarts that are that are $35 and then the other one's $80, or would you prefer if all of them were like in the $50, $60 range?
That's a tough question. Chat, this is a question for you guys too, because I want to see you guys interacting in the chat.
Exactly.
Well, you know what? I wouldn't mind if they go back and forth $35, $80, but as long as you could swap as long as you could swap the heads and you could swap the accessories with each other, give the more expensive ones some damn effects, which they do. I don't mind that, but yeah, like the most recent Vegeta release, the adult Daima one, $35. You get basic stuff, but we'll get to.
That should be our
next talk about it now?
That should be our next one anyways, because it's another base Vegeta. But no, we'll get to that. We'll get to that later. I just realized I should probably put these in close up so I'll remember.
Let's do the new Saiyan Saga one. Now I never got this.
Oh, the Namek Saga one.
Yeah, this is Namek Saga.
It's not Namek. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, for Kui.
Champ has Vegeta's on standby. Yeah, it's actually a pretty good Vegeta. I like this a lot.
Captured that stylized look of how he looked in Z then, which I like.
Yeah.
But it is pretty much a 2.0, right?
It is a 2.0, but like it has 3.0 face plates.
Yeah, and the torso is different. This is a different torso. And the flaps for the thing, I guess they kind of reuse what the Ginyu Force kind of do.
They did that with Turles,
yeah.
And Turles, yeah. So you get a little bit more range. It just does kind of look a little off because you have the thing like that.
Yeah, but it's one of those things where I think you're meant to like adjust the pose of it after of it.
Do you prefer that style or how the 2.0 one had it, which is just a hinge pretty much? I do like that style a little more, but yeah, once you move it out the way, you break it up so then it does look weird. But
you can also take it off in case you wanted a battle damage Vegeta, you know?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
There's pros and cons with each. Personally, I don't know. I think that those Saiyan armor Vegetas in general both feel very limiting as action figures. Not from design wise, they look pretty good, but as an actual action figure, I wouldn't really put them as like anywhere above like into the A. I wouldn't put them in A tier. I think that it's still like in that B tier category,
like a basic Vegeta figure.
Yeah, and if you guys think they should be higher tier, like voice your opinion. Like in the
I would put it in A tier. I do think that some of the proportions do look a little off, like. His arms, I don't know, I feel like they're just a little too small. And he has a little gapage in the neck right here. So that's kind of bothers me a little bit.
No. Was he a premium Bandai exclusive? Yeah, right.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah,
that's another downside. Yeah, that's another downside with that. It's Vegeta. They're just like with Krillin right now. I don't get why this Krillin is a P Bandai exclusive. Why? It's Krillin. I don't understand why they were doing that with Vegeta. I would have bought that Vegeta and the other one without the shoulder pieces on the armor from the Namek saga if they weren't premium Bandai exclusives. You're making us pay the premium price for these, and you're making them premium Bandai exclusives, which is taking a lot of fun out of collecting the line. And then they become harder to find.
I just added a thing called a stream marker by accident. I don't know if that's going to do anything to the video.
Ooh, you're going to ruin it.
You know what that does? Do you know what that does?
I think it should be fine. A stream marker? I have no idea. We can Google it.
It's an OBS feature, yeah.
Ghost Tav asked if the Ape Vegeta will be on the list. He should, right? I mean, that's technically.
That's a darn. Vegeta. You know what? No, you're right. I should add that. Okay, gotcha. My history.
So, Champ, you think that Vegeta should be A?
Yeah, just because, like, I think this is a better looking Saiyan or Namek Saga Vegeta. I think it does. It does still have some of the problems with the torso articulation where it can't go all the way down.
How's the accessories? Do they at least
basic? To be honest, they gave him just the alternate heads, the scouter, and then the alternate hands.
And then
I wish they gave him like
Dragon
I know
Ball.
I think they did give him a Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
this Vegeta, this Vegeta as an action figure should still have more range of articulation than this 2.0 like Saiyan Saga Vegeta, right? Because you don't have like those armor pieces off to the side. Like I don't remember how's the waist swivel on that. It's been a while since I held it.
Oh, waist swivel.
You know what? I think it might be a step above the original two. I think it might be a step above the original 2.0 Vegeta. You know, the faces are updated. They captured the art style really good on it. I mean, yeah, it's a premium Bandai exclusive, but I think it's a little bit above the 2.0 Vegeta. Either it should be on that same list, but the best, like the top one, or maybe be on the A list, but very low.
Yeah.
I would say, you know, I think I'm comfortable with it being like right here. It is better, and it's like, that's why it's like a head on here.
Put it in front of the 2.0 Vegeta. Put it as the top one on this list.
Oh, it is.
I think with right I will say that the what was it 2.0 Saiyan Saga? At least that was a general release.
Yeah.
Where
really,
this
that's
is
like the biggest downside to that one is it's a P Bandai, and they really didn't give you any more accessories that you usually get with a basic Vegeta figure, which is a bit disappointing. Let's move on here. Next, should we do the next Namek Saga without the shoulder pieces?
Yeah, let's talk. Well, I don't have this figure, so this is like in your guys'
Champ has
I have all the Vegeta figures.
Yeah, this one looks really good. This one I really dig the look of it. The very dark blue, they got that matching. This one I feel like it should be on the A list.
Okay, fair enough.
I would put it on A
I
list
did.
too.
The only thing I've seen like when it came to reviews on it is like the proportions are a little bit weird when it comes to this Vegeta, like which I kind of agree. Just like looking at it, like the arms look very off. But I guess it's
What do you mean?
Like
he has got the crossed arms on it.
Well, it's because I think they use because I think the reason the proportions look a little off is because they make the torso and the head bigger to make that anime accuracy. So I think that's the main reason why the proportions look a little off, because you're still using the 2.0 legs. Wait, are these? I thought these legs were longer for a second. Hold on.
But I like that they gave you where he got killed by Frieza in it, that battle damage look in the lower portion.
And the crying face.
Yeah, that's cool. I like that they did that. So that has added accessories onto it.
What's crazy is that the hair sculpts are different. Like they are not the same. This one's a little bit bigger, and this one's a little
looks more wide.
Yeah, this one's a lot more
the other
wide
one's more narrow. Yeah.
So that's actually pretty cool. They just didn't recycle, because this was like another $70 premium Bandai.
Did the one in your left hand have crossed arms?
This one?
The one in
yeah, this one came with crossed arms. That's in the box, right? So I don't feel like
it's in the pictures.
Like
you can see it right here.
But what also sucked about the Vegeta in your right hand is premium Bandai exclusive. That one I really wanted to get. That was one of the last Vegeta figures I wanted them to make. And truthfully, I wish they would have waited until around now, which we'll get to.
The cool thing about these is that I do believe you can head swap with the 2.0 Super Saiyan heads. Like I tried the Super Saiyan head on this one, the 2.0 one, and it fits.
Yeah. Right.
Not the one that released recently. The OG. There's like so many Super Saiyans now. The
like
OG
the
one.
First 2.0 one. The very first one.
Yeah.
Okay.
That one. And it looked pretty cool if you wanted like a what if Vegeta.
Yeah. That one, like I still might want to get, but I don't know yet. So, which one should we do now? The Daimas?
I'm gonna talk about the Daima Kid Vegeta. I'm actually gonna put this in D tier.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's even though it's a decent price, the articulation looks horrible. You know, it just you have it, Heish, so go ahead.
No, I don't.
Oh, I thought you had it.
No, I showed.
Oh, you have it. You have it. All right. Yeah.
Champ, the articulation this is D tier? This is lowest tier?
Yeah. Okay. This thing right here is the reason why I didn't pre-order the Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, because after seeing this is, how do you make such a good like kid Goku figure and then you come out with this shit? Like Vegeta got shafted. Like this is horrible. His head, like if you try to tilt it up, it comes off. Like this is.
I feel like Dragon Stars is on par with that. You know, and it's bigger.
Yeah, if anything, you should get the Dragon Stars version instead of this one.
Yeah. And that and the Goku, like nobody else is buying them, and they're going for like $20 now on Amazon because nobody wants to buy them. Dang, you know, they should have been 20, 25.
Like this is pretty cool. I recommend getting this, but this you can
that is a nice figure. Still, both of them for their size, they should have been like $25.
And the sad thing is that I think that the design is like pretty much perfect. They did exactly like they captured the look of Vegeta in Daima like perfectly. There's like nothing wrong with it at all. And in terms of the aesthetic look, it's great, but just how it feels in hand as an action figure, how it functions as an action figure,
not very actiony.
And for $35,
the same size as Chaozu.
And you're paying $35 for this Vegeta, bro.
And Chaozu was like an accessory for that 2.0 or the newer TN. But, you know, we got a bad one from Daima. Let's go to the next one. This one you have to put on the top. This is hands down one of the best Vegeta figures.
I'm giving that.
And I thought Beast Deities with their Timebreaker one was the best Vegeta, but once I got this is changing the game with Vegeta figures. Hands down.
So this Vegeta figure, the only thing I would say is that is a little wrong with it is that it's skinnier. It's a skinnier Vegeta. You just popped the leg off.
Yeah,
it's a skinnier Vegeta figure, and in terms of like the look for other, I'm much more used to Vegeta looking buff in comparison. And there was frames from Daima too where he was like more buff, and that was mostly when he went Super Saiyan 3 as an adult. But overall, like it's not just about how the figure looks; it's about how the figure functions. and how it feels in
figure.
hand. That's why a lot of people, where they saw the Daima Goku, that a lot of them slept on it. But as soon as they got it in hand, they're like, "Bro, this is the best Goku figure I have ever seen." And that's
the adult one.
Yeah, the adult one. Now,
Yeah,
I haven't seen quite as much of the positivity for Vegeta yet because not as many people have gotten him.
Yeah, he literally like just released. I don't even think some people got him. But yeah, if you have the Goku, very similar articulation, but Vegeta. The upper torso with that Goku is like rubbery, the clothing. Same with Vegeta with his armor. He has the same new engineering, that same new articulation. It is a super duper fun figure to pose around. $35. And yeah, you get the basic accessories, hands, faces, but you also get another head sculpt where his hair is like waving to the side, which is awesome too. So you do get two different head sculpts. So it's not just the hands and faces. So $35, yeah, and super duper fun figure. Just wait till you guys get it. You'll see what I'm talking about.
Yeah. The only there's one other small issue with it, and that this Vegeta is actually shorter than all the other Vegeta figures.
Yes, he is a little bit shorter.
But apparently, this is like how Vegeta's height should be. It's a little bit more accurate in comparison. I don't know. Like,
I mean, he is like one of the more out of all like the Z fighters. He's always been the shortest, not counting Chrome. Chaozu. But yeah, right now that is one of the best Vegeta figures out at the moment.
Yeah,
is that it with all the power downs?
No, we got so here we got like
Time Breaker.
The Time Breaker third part. I'm also gonna put that in
another
S tier.
one. Oh yeah, hands down.
Granted, I will say the only thing that holds this figure back a little bit is that it's a third party, and sometimes the joints can feel a little bit tight or inconsistent in some places.
Yeah, some joint, like mainly the arms, very very tight. You hear the when you're moving it, and you're like,
that's why you need the silicone shock baby oil. But anyway,
that's why you gotta lube up your figures, mate.
Lube them up.
But besides that, this when I got this figure first in hand, I got the Super Saiyan Blue Super Saiyan one. It just instantly, I'm like, holy crap, this is better. Yeah, it was Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan.
Yeah, he got the he got a similar version.
Yeah, because there was 4, I think, 3 or 4.
There was the base form, Super Saiyan, Super Saiyan 3, and then there was the Super Saiyan Blue and Super Saiyan God one.
I'm surprised they didn't make a new Ultra Ego one, considering that they have the
I think they will soon. They will soon, since we're getting the Goku soon.
We do have some Ultra Ego Vegetas on here that we'll get into later.
Yeah, and those are kind of using old body molds too. But yeah, the Beast Deities straight up killed it with that Vegeta. And if you don't have it, if you want to really, it's better than pretty much every Figuarts one. And the Daima one now, definitely, I feel like the Daima one has much better articulation, a lot more fun to pose around. But that Beast Deities one is straight fire, and it is hands down one of the best 112 Vegeta figures around at the moment.
And since we're going over in the order of transformations, we should probably go over the Great Ape Vegeta. Right?
Yeah.
This is an S tier.
Right.
Like, I think it's one of those figures where, yes, it's technically not fully in scale, but if you want to get a figure that's fully in scale, then you probably are going to need like a bigger shelf than what you got. Like, this is already requires like a lot of shelf space as it is.
You think it's an S tier, champ? I think it would be more A, because the price point, and you know what, he was battle damaged. The thing is,
I pass on it because, one, like he said, you gotta have a lot of space for it, and I don't at the moment. 2, I don't like some of the paint ups on it. Like, it has a lot of battle damage on it, weathering that could have been included.
Exactly.
I just feel like they kind of slept on the paint apps.
Yeah, they did not add paint with the battle damaged areas, which made it look very bland and cheap in a way. And you're paying, it was what, like $220, $250? Like, you guys couldn't have added some paint work into the battle damage on it? Like, come on, dude. That was very, very disappointing.
Like, I remember seeing this figure at GameStop, and I looked at it, and I was just like,
yeah. It
is, and I guess so. Like, as an action figure, here's the thing: like, it's a big figure, and as an action figure, it's as good as you're gonna get when it comes to like moving bigger joints around. And I think it's an incredible shelf piece. Like when you have it in comparison to like your other stuff.
Yeah, and it's cool with the little Goku that they gave you. I think he was on the rock.
Yeah,
too,
you mean the rubber duck accessory?
Oh yeah, when he's like in his hand, he's just like.
Oh
Yeah.
Didn't they give you you get a little Yajirobe cutting his tail off too, right?
Yeah, you got that as well. You got
Yeah,
that
yeah.
as well.
Like it is a fun big figure,
Mm-hmm.
but yeah, that lack of the paint though with the battle damaged areas,
Maybe I will
know
maybe
why.
I will put in A tier. Yeah, just because like it
I
does
mean,
collect a lot of dust on that shelf too. To be honest with you, like there's so much.
yeah,
Like you have to like constantly clean it and stuff too.
it definitely is out of all their big figures, definitely one of their better ones, hands down. But yeah,
Yeah.
the paint to me, I felt like was lacking with, especially when, excuse me, when you have battle damage, you need to add that paint in there. Like they did that with that legendary super warrior Super Saiyan Goku.
Mm-hmm.
Like they added the darker paint in the
yeah.
like the scratches and stuff, right? Like they could have done that with the great Ape Vegeta.
Chef R.D. Harris says, is like Vegeta is like Wolverine, short and anti-hero.
And then he said, "Is the Great Ape Vegeta the same size as the Guru, but different price?" Actually, I think Guru's smaller.
Of course, Guru's smaller. I would think Guru's smaller.
And this Vegeta has really good. The Great Ape Vegeta has really good articulation. Guru just looks like he has swivels at his shoulders and then a neck joint, and that's all you're getting with Guru. Guru, they are just.
Don't forget about the light-up accessory.
At that point, you might as well get a Figuarts Zero or something, or like a statue of that.
Yeah,
just throw
I think it would have been better of them doing that.
At that point, it would be even cheaper to buy because it's just like just a statue. Hell, even statues have like alternative like
pieces.
Like
to
pieces
swap out.
Yeah, so it's like you charging that much for an articulated figure is just bullshit.
And the Great Ape Vegeta is cheaper. He's cheaper.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, yeah. All right. So next year's, are we moving to Super Saiyan now?
Yeah, I think we're moving to Super Saiyan now, unless I make.
And we're gonna start it off with one of the most popular Super Saiyan Vegeta figures when it first released. Holy crap! I remember when I first got this, I loved this figure, but it is an old body mold, outdated, and it's going up there with the 1.0 Scouter Vegeta. But you remember. Everybody wanted a reissue of this so badly, and they weren't doing it. And Datang came around, pretty much made an identical figure. There was subtleties that you knew that it was Datang, not Figuarts. And then, but yeah, I remember this was a very sought after figure. And I mean, we might as well talk about the premium color edition too. It's the same exact figure, just repaint.
I actually have that, surprisingly.
Yeah. So yeah, and then when that came out, everybody was so happy. Because so many people missed out. Because that Vegeta, the original Super Saiyan one, was what, the fourth figure in the line? Yeah. Because it was Piccolo, Goku, Gohan, Vegeta. And this was like the first.
And I remember like there was stop motions from Counter 656 where after he got this Vegeta, that man just like looked so good. I was like, wow, I really want that. Because like you saw the Goku. The Goku was easy to get. Like because of the fact that this Vegeta was an event exclusive, you had a main character, an important character.
He was an event exclusive,
not an event exclusive, a web exclusive. A web exclusive.
Yeah.
Because of the fact that he's a web exclusive.
That dumb shit.
Yeah, this is a main character that we're not able to actually go and purchase.
Yeah, so they couldn't reissue it.
That is a big problem, like especially for Vegeta people. The thing is, unfortunately,
we know he had bad waist joint, champ. We know it.
Yeah, okay, we know.
It's like a rattle.
The thing is, I will say this Vegeta figure. My issue with this is that now
the waist joint.
No, not the waist joint. This unfortunately started a trend for Vegeta figures to constantly be lacking in accessories. This Vegeta figure, in comparison to the other,
it didn't have that many accessories. Yeah.
And granted, like okay,
well, it was like the Goku. It was like the first Goku.
But look at this, right? He released alongside Trunks, and Trunks had like 4 faces for his base form, and then 4 faces for his Super Saiyan. This Vegeta only comes with a Super Saiyan head and only 3 faces. Why we only
and
like?
then you had what, like 6 or 8 hands. It was like basic accessories that we get with the $35 figures now.
Not to mention the premium color. The premium color hair looks like macaroni and cheese.
Yeah, I'm
it was
actually gonna
way
take that
too
premium
dark of a
color,
yellow.
like that. This premium color, like I liked it at the time.
Yeah,
I'm actually
put
gonna
that
put this in
down.
B tier.
Yeah,
I'm gonna put this in
yeah.
B tier. It just looks so silly in comparison to this one. This one has a much better aesthetic with Super Saiyan.
They went too dark with the yellow. I do like the blue. The blue is fine. It's just the hair too dark of a yellow. I don't mind the glossy look of it. That was fine. It's just too dark of a yellow.
And the sad
I'm like
thing
trying to
is,
look at it.
But the
another
only
thing
reason,
why
the only reason
ahead.
people ended up getting this is because it was the best alternative at the time.
Yeah. Yep.
Seemingly.
But what
Other-
pisses me off about that premium color edition one, after it like went up for pre-order, I forgot if it released or if it was like it was after it released for a little bit. They announced the goddamn 2.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta that we all called Super Vegeta because it was bigger.
One thing I don't like about it is that the paint apps on the face looks weird too, because they have like a little bit of like yellow on the forehead, and I guess it's to emulate that glow of the hair, but it just looks like crap.
Yeah,
I don't know why they used to do that.
Yeah,
so,
I mean, I do know, but like, it just does not look that good.
I mean, at the time, it was great that they did that because people were so desperate to get that original Super Saiyan Vegeta. The colors were different, but people were so happy we were getting that. But yeah, as you mentioned, the Trunks figure came out, released after that, and he was loaded with accessories. Meanwhile, this Vegeta and Goku, the two main characters of Dragon Ball Z, whatever, Dragon Ball, had the least amount of accessories. Like, what's going on?
Now,
so
anyways, okay.
Might as well go to that 2.0
This
Vegeta.
is like, this 2.0 Vegeta came out the same year as this one.
Yeah,
and this is
which people got pissed off at how they did us dirty with making us get the premium color one. Yeah. Then after the premium color one released, they put this one up for pre-order and announce it.
I still put this Vegeta in like A tier. This is like, I don't know if I'm giving him S tier, right? Because he's not like 3.0.
Whoa, S tier. Whoa.
I'm not gonna give him S tier, but he's an A tier.
For the longest time, this was my main Vegeta figure. Like,
yeah.
Sorry, I don't have the Super Saiyan head is somewhere else, but I love the fact that if you got the Saiyan's Scouter Vegeta, the 2.0 one, you could switch the heads on both of them. So you could have a base form head on this one and then a Super Saiyan one on the other one. Yeah, and that just gave you a lot of playability.
You had to wait for that 2.0 Scouter Vegeta to release because that released after. But I remember I bought two of those specifically for that to have a power down and a Super Saiyan one. Because it was the same figure, just different armor. But yeah, that is definitely one of the better Vegeta figures. I mean, it still really is to this day. It's just the ankle joints suck.
Yeah, the ankle joints. But to be honest, for the time again, it's a product of its time.
Yeah, I mean, there's still
actually no. Even then, for its time, it's the ankle articulation was still bad because Goku, who just had double jointed ones, was better than this weird angular double jointed thing. I don't know what he
had a barbell. He had a barbell type joint there, and it just didn't work. The pivot was very bad ankle movement. But you know what? I mean,
I would put this on A tier because I'm like looking at this again, and I'm falling in love with this figure again. But I will say, like, again, it didn't give you the
line work.
The line work.
A lot of people customly had that.
And I think this is based on the manga colors, not the anime, because the anime has more brighter, saturated color. This one's like a little bit more desaturated, more it's more brown on the boots here.
You can see how it's supposed to look on the this Vegeta figure right here, how the colors are.
Yeah.
But it's still not a bad figure. I mean, I still think it's still a good Vegeta figure.
It's still getting reissued to this day, you know.
Yeah.
No, it's not, because they introduced this new Vegeta figure, that being the repainted one.
Oh well, yeah. Technically, if you get the new $35 repainted one,
same shit.
It's the same. Yeah,
it's just a repaint.
Well, no, because it's a newly sculpted type of hair, and then it's also a new face plate which they added, where the smirking face.
Different? The hair is different, champ. You have both.
It's not a sculpted hair. It's a newly painted hair. It's painted to be like Like
the
a new
hair,
style.
the hair's more like accurate to how the 1.0 hair was. If you look at the pictures right now,
no, because the 1.0 hair didn't have that kind of gloss. I'm thinking this is its own thing.
I mean, like the colors of yellow.
I guess so. Yeah, I'll give it.
Yeah, the yellows are different, but this is more like shiny, yellow, and then they updated the face sculpts. Of course, they give it the right anime.
No, I saw that,
Kuso,
but that has nothing to do with this list right now.
Is that the one with the eye problem?
No, so, no, you're thinking Majin Vegeta. We'll get to that.
Yeah, Majin Vegeta had the eye problem. This new repainted version of the 2.0, all the face sculpts look pretty clean.
I think this has better anime colors. In all honesty, I don't have this
figure,
one. But
it does.
Yeah.
This is a lot better.
Android Cell Saga, yeah.
Again, the only thing I don't like about this Vegeta, again, not like given the fact that it's still a rig and remold, the smirking face is looking off to the side, and I know that that's for when he does like the Big Bang attack on Android 19, right? But,
yeah.
But man, it's just like
Vegeta
has that smirk so many times. It's like you'd want to give him in different poses when he's doing that.
Yeah, or give you two smirking faces, one looking straight ahead, then one off to like when he's doing it to Android.
Maybe I should have got this figure. Maybe I might pick it up.
You never got that one?
No, I never got that Vegeta. I kept because I was fine with this one.
It is getting reissued, so just check Targets and shit.
Sure.
But yeah, out of like all Super Saiyans, it definitely is one of their best Figuarts Super Saiyan Vegetas currently.
I would put this
it definitely
tied up
has better paint ups.
Better paint apps, but looking off to the side. This one, kind of similar deal.
Yeah. What'd you say, champ?
I said definitely better paint apps on this one. If you want, anime.
Yeah, I do like the blue better. It is more vibrant as you held them up next to each other compared to the other one. That's not stale, but it's just not as vibrant. I do like the more vibrant anime-ish colors, and like you said, the other one I believe is more manga accurate with the colors.
Yeah.
So hopefully, I'm hoping they do like how they're doing a new Super Saiyan Goku with the new updated body mold. I want them to do that with Vegeta, a new Super Saiyan Vegeta with that updated Daima body mold.
Now
make them bulkier.
I'm gonna tell you something. I think this Vegeta. The demonical fit one. Okay.
Oh, that's the demonical fit one.
Yeah. This one's a clone figure. Excuse me.
God bless you.
And now this is a clone, and it does come with more accessories. It also comes with the final flash effect, and I think they still managed to price it at $35 for this figure.
Really? That's $35.
It was either 35 or 50. Actually,
I think it was definitely 40. Got to be 40 or 50.
Maybe 40.
Because they don't go. They don't. I never seen DF do $35. I seen them do 40, 50.
I think it was around 40, 45. Maybe?
But you are getting that effect, which is like a $25 set extra, so it makes sense. But yeah.
Here's the thing, though. This Vegeta is.
I did have this. I just wanted it for the effect. It is a good figure, yeah.
Here's the thing. This Vegeta is actually more accurate for the time period that the shiny re-release is supposed to be a part of, because he has the boots. Exactly. The boots are they
There's the
full on white boots. They don't have like the orange tips on them. So this is more
gold tips,
beige.
Yeah, I don't think he gets that until after he comes out of the time chamber, no?
Yeah.
He gets the new armor?
Yeah, you're right.
So it's more accurate. Yeah, it's that version of Vegeta technically. But yeah, DF definitely doing a good job with that, because I remember buying that, and he had the final flash effect that I was so hyped about. I was like, yes, finally.
Which is a cool reuse of the final Kamehameha effect, just painted fully yellow. Which I'm cool with. Because it actually looks like the lightning that emitted from the beam, like when.
And Figuarts, the last time they gave us effect was a Galagun one, but with which Vegeta got that? I forgot. A Vegeta got a Galagun.
I don't remember Vegeta getting a Galagun.
Oh, I'm thinking of Trunks.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, Trunks got the Galagun before Vegeta did.
Yeah. The last time we got an effect with Vegeta was what? That 1.0 one with the regular hand blast?
No, that would be Super Saiyan 4 with the final shine effect.
Yeah. But no other Vegeta gets one, which is like, come on, man. Goku, like you get the building up Kamehameha energy effect with a lot of his figures, but you can't give us a goddamn Final Flash one like
I think the
Stadium.
mini Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta, though, I think he comes with a Gala gun or some effect.
And
it's right here.
it's like really out of all the Vegetas, that one gets one. Like, come on, dude. All right, next.
All right.
You do the Majins, or do we do Super Saiyan?
Okay, so
it's Majins, yeah.
Okay, so Majins it's in its own category because it is the. Here's the problem. Here's my main issue.
This one was disappointing.
Yeah, this
everybody
is the
was
first
hyped to get it. I think he was too skinny at the waist. The paint fooled you from the promo images compared to when you got it in hand. Was not the same color blue. So many people were pissed off at that, including
and he had
myself.
a universal issue where the eyes aren't even looking off to the side properly. Where one of the faces doesn't have the eyes looking off to the side properly.
Yeah.
And
do you guys think he's too skinny at the waist?
But here's the bigger problem. Actually, maybe you're right. But here's the bigger problem I have with this figure. It uses the same hair sculpt as Super Saiyan Vegeta. This is Super Saiyan 2.
That was another big thing. Yes, that was another big thing, and that was such a big standout in the anime when he was Majin Vegeta.
I'm actually going to give this D
here. How much wider his hair looked, more pieces were sticking out, and then you just give us the same damn hair sculpt to be cheap and lazy. And it's like, come on, man. So this was a huge disappointing Vegeta figure. A lot of people's favorite version of Vegeta, Majin Vegeta, and you dropped the ball that bad. And a lot of people are like, you can't complain. That's how it looked in the promo pics. But like I said, with the blue was nowhere near as dark. It was such a cheaply glossy plastic light blue. Yeah. And it's like, what the Heesh, ready? What the is this all about? So yeah, this was probably one of the biggest disappointing Vegeta figures, but it was so hyped up. That's why people are so hyped for it, because we wanted a Majin Vegeta for so long.
It's not even just the fact that the colors were like not as cool as the promo pictures. It's that the colors were also inconsistent. The torso piece different color blue. The pecs different color blue. The legs different color blue. What is all these blues, bro?
Yeah. So it just disappointing. And then, like you said, the added touch that really pissed people off was just reusing that Super Saiyan, the 2.0 Super Saiyan hair sculpt, instead of, retweaking it and retooling it a little bit. Like, come on, guys. Yeah. So, yeah, very disappointing figure. But since we're on that topic, they redeemed themselves a little bit with the repaint. Still same hair sculpt and stuff, but the blue, so much more better, so much more accurate to was it a San Diego Comic-Con?
No, it was event exclusive. It was
event exclusive
because it came out with the Raditz and Gohan thing, and then
and then he had his hair's translucent, correct?
Yeah. But it's a cool looking type of translucent. It's not a bad one at all.
Yeah. Like his blue looks much better.
His eye is actually looking off to the side.
Yeah. This time. But they need to redo Majin Vegeta, since we have the technically 4.0 body mold now with the Daima Vegeta. They could reuse it with the new engineering. They could resculpt it. They could fix the hair. They can make Majin Vegeta so badass. Thank God.
Now that I think about it, I think it also suffered with the lack of the arms couldn't even go up fully 90 degrees.
They struggled hitting 90.
Yeah, the muscle sculpt or something like that. The way that they did it was way off. And for
they redeemed themselves a little bit with this repaint. Yeah, I think.
I'm excited for the Black Hole Toys one, but to be honest with you, even then, the faces on that third party figure.
The Black Hole Toys one looks so freaking awesome. Did that go up for pre-order yet?
I think it did.
I think so. Yeah, I didn't pre-order.
Now it did. I need to pre-order.
I always like to wait until I see more reviews of the Black Hole Toys, because sometimes I hit or miss. Yeah. Buy all four, and then if you don't like any of them, sell it to us.
What websites would have it?
Probably Hobby Model.
Hobby Model and AliExpress.
Should I move? Should I change over? Let me look at Hobby Model store real quick. I got it right over.
No, I'm doing it right. Okay, you can do it.
Well, I'm the one streaming. Everyone's gonna.
You said go under Dragon Ball, and you gotta look.
Oh, look, they have the Vegeta in stock, so there you go.
Yeah,
you guys need to get that Vegeta.
I might.
It's not bad, 33.50. But then you got to.
Oh, Heath, you forgot to show us your new figures that you got. Maybe at the end of the.
Yeah, maybe at the end of the episode. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got a nice chunk of stuff from Hobby Model Store.
Yeah, I did. Hobby Model Store is actually dependable, bro.
I gotta get that Broly. Yeah. That colored special. I gotta get that one.
Stock right
the
now.
The demonical
I know,
fit
right?
one?
Mm-hmm.
The demonical fit one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, 5K still 5K still has it for pre-order, or it's in stock.
The event exclusive one?
Yeah.
Oh crud! I need to get this, bro.
Oh yeah, the Yawdrag came out. The Yawdrag kit.
Oh yeah, that's right. A lot of people seem to like that.
They also have the Kaminoe Goku, which I did get.
What page are you up to? I'm up to 4.
I'm on this. Well, I made it to where it shows more stuff on each page, so I'm just scrolling through.
I'm trying to. Oh yeah.
Where is that Black Hole Toys thing?
Maybe it's not up yet.
Damn.
Because what I checked, like 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, something like that. So I need to pre-order that.
Okay, yeah, here they are, right here, and they're on the last page.
Oh, they got it.
Yes. Yeah,
for pre-order.
They also have the Ultimate Gohan for pre-order.
What page? Like 10 or something.
There
we go.
Just click on it and send them the link.
I got it. Ooh, which one do I want though?
Yeah, because there's like one that has the matte hair finish, and then one that has the glossy hair finish.
Yeah. Oh,
and then another one that has a darker, like a blackie, the black.
I want to get that battle damage. Is that the more vibrant blue, not the darker?
To be honest with you, I think the best definitive Vegeta. Oh, whoops. The most definitive Vegeta, like I will say, you get the event exclusive one, and then you get the Tones and Arts Majin Vegeta head on top of that, and that looks pristine. It looks amazing. The thing is, I don't normally get the glossy looking head sculpts, but that one that came with Tones and Arts looks so freaking good. I was like, man, that has such a nice pop to it. So I ended up getting that despite having the matte finish for the
more vibrant one has the glossy head sculpt.
Yeah.
The one that I'm debating which one to get. That's pretty cheap, only $42.
Yeah, that's
for the entire figure. I think I'm gonna get the one that's a darker blue. Sorry, guys.
I like the brighter blue.
I'm pulling a Starblast right now.
You like the matte finish more?
Yeah, I'm gonna get the one with the darker blue, the matte finish. I don't want the glossy. Which one is that?
That final flash effect looks insanely good too. I like that. Even got the wavy hairs as well. All right.
That does look pretty cool. Anyway, next.
Who's got the Mexican music in the background?
Oh, that's it's not Mexican music. It's old people music. My mom's husband likes to sing karaoke a lot.
Oh, okay. All right, so now let's go ahead and talk about this one. Now
the Monocle Fit?
Yeah, the Monocle Fit. I'm actually going to put this
the Majin one?
Yeah, the Monocle Fit one. Now the event exclusive is in B tier, and then the first release is in D tier. I'm gonna put this in between C tier, right in between both of them. Now you're probably wondering, Starblast. Well, why? It's basically the same figure. It's not. So for whatever reason, they decided to give this figure a unique peg that only works with this Vegeta figure, which completely limited the playability and the head swaps you can do with this figure. Now you're right. Like, oh, there's still the base form Vegeta head, and it has like the dinner plate and everything you can eat with it, and they have an actual accurate looking Vegeta looking off to the side face. And where you might be right, I still wouldn't put that over the event exclusive Majin Vegeta one, because the paint work and like the way the articulation feels on that official release feels so much better than the Monocle Fit one with its very tight legs. Like I remember like just leaving it on the shelf with Vegeta in like crisscross applesauce on the shelf, just eating food, because I thought that was like a funny way to like leave Vegeta there. And then when I go to move the figure back, the legs are just stuck. I was like, what the heck happened? The legs are just like, but then like they were able to move a little bit. They were just very tight. I was like, what happened to the figure? So I don't know. Like I feel like right over here in between these two is fair, personally.
Yeah.
So we're just gonna leave things off right there. Anyways, moving on to I should probably, instead of Super Saiyan Blue, we should probably let me move all the Super Saiyan like 3 stuff over to here because that makes sense.
Guys, just want to announce my pre-order is complete.
Nice.
Nice. We should do the next figure in line would be. Well, let's should talk about the first Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta figure that we ever got.
Wait, hold on. I forgot. We should talk about the hobby model store one that's sorry, the Kong Studios Super Saiyan. Like, just might as well put.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
their first figure that they did that we had people. It was breaking on their arm or something.
No, you're thinking Super Saiyan Blue Evolution.
Oh yeah, I keep mixing it up with Super. Wait, which Super?
No, I was talking about the new. So basically,
I think that's probably on par with the Time Breaker one.
I'm talking about the newest released one that we were just looking at. I think this is going to be S tier anyways because the Super Saiyan heads did come with the Zeno Vegeta, and you just put it onto the new one. So this is basically just a release with the actual body mold being from that one and thrown on there. It's like I don't think there's too much else to add to it. Yeah, they're
killing it with Vegetas. That's why I really want them to do an Ultra Ego Vegeta because they did the Sun Wukong Goku's. You remember they had one that was Ultra Ego ish. I think you ordered all 4 of them. I ordered 1 or 2 of them. I think I ordered 2 of them.
I can't remember.
I since they're doing that Goku, I think they're going to do something similar with Vegeta, and 1 or 2 of them will be Ultra Ego and then a Battle Damage Ultra Ego. So I'm hoping that releases soon. But we're getting Vegeta instead.
I'm surprised that Tones and Arts hasn't made an Ultra Ego Vegeta head sculpt, to be honest with you, because like given how well those head sculpts came out, like I'm thinking, why didn't you do the Ultra Ego? You know.
Well, remember I had a custom one done. I sold it, and I'm so mad at that I did. But that dude does a beautiful job. If you get a Tones and Arts head sculpt, I'll put you in contact with him. Remember, he put like a real gold earring on his ear and everything. He took the eyebrows off. He used a really, really beautiful like purple, and it was a nice like glossy look to it and everything. He did a very good job with it on a Tonson Arts head sculpt. But yeah, I'm surprised they haven't done that either.
Yeah, honestly. Okay,
we need more Ultra Ego Vegetas.
Okay, so in terms of Super Saiyan 3, where should we start?
We got 3.
Let's do the
Kong. Yeah, they were first.
Let's start with the first Kong one. Now, this one released with the Ultra Ego Vegeta, and they're about like the same body mold. Now, I'll tell you this: Daima made this outdated.
Yeah,
unfortunately. Outdated.
It's, I guess, like.
Well, I want to say that Beast Deities made their own figure outdated because they released a better one down the line.
Yeah, and they released it before.
But actually, no, that head sculpt that they released wasn't even from Beast Deities. It was another third-party company that was like, hey, let's make this head sculpt for Beast Deities.
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
The one that Champ has, I like much better than when they were Kong's version of Super Saiyan 3. That one I like a lot better than that one.
That is the Kong Studios one.
This is Kong. If you talk about, hold on,
the Beast, the one that Beast you could get with the Time Breaker. Yeah, but they were Kong Studios when they did that one Champ had. Then they were Beast Deities when they did that one with the Time Breaker body. That hair sculpt I like better. In Champ's right hand, I like that one better than the one in the left hand.
The one
with the black gi.
Do them both side to side. Yeah, even like the color.
Let me make the screen bigger for the stream so that people can see it.
Because the more it goes to the tips, it goes to like a lighter yellow, and the more closer to his head, it's a darker yellow. I like like it does it on the other one too, but I like the more brighter yellow when it comes to that. I mean,
they're different skulls, right?
Yeah.
To be honest, I can't say that. I can't complain about them being outdated because it is at the end of the day based on Super Dragon Ball Heroes.
Yeah. So you can't really fault them for that. I'm sure. Well, who did the new Super Saiyan 3 headset? Was that them?
I think like I said, I think it was a different company, but it could have been them under a different name.
Yeah, it might be. That I pre-ordered. That one looks good, which is Vegeta's actual Super Saiyan 3 hair look. It's just the hair set with the faces.
Yeah. Now, as for like as an actual figure though, like let's get into that. It does still use 2.0. Well, no. I'm talking about the older one. This still does use. They're both Kong. Okay, Kong Studios right now. So, like this is still using 2.0 technology.
Don't get it.
Like
you don't get it. Yeah, it is. It's like the pretty much like the Majin Vegeta. It's like he's jumping down. But it's pretty much the Majin Vegeta, the SH Figuarts Majin Vegeta. That's what it pretty much is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked.
Except I think I think it's a differently sculpted torso. Like this torso, you know, with the Majin Vegeta, it's more narrow in the torso. This one's a little bit more consistent at the torso. It's like, Sham, can you show it closer to the camera?
This one?
Yeah, that one.
Is it? Champ, do you have Majin Vegeta? Yeah, right. I feel like it's the same. Champ, where's your regular Majin Vegeta?
Yeah, it's not the same. Okay, the lighting. The lighting is making it look a little dark.
I mean, it looks a little. I don't know. The sculpt is different with the wrinkles, but it's very. I think it's a little bit wider, not by much though.
It is better.
Yeah.
I do think it is better than the official in that regard in terms of sculpting. Again, just still using the 2.0 technology. The ankles are the ankles are the same as the Figuarts one, right?
Yeah.
I would put it lower on the B list.
I mean, it's on the lowest part of the B list.
Yeah, that's where I feel like it would.
My desk is littered with Vegetas.
Okay, so now we'll take this one, and I'll probably put. I'm probably gonna put this one either S tier, and I mean it's the same sculpt as the other Vegetas right there, so it might be deserving S tier, but I'm thinking A tier because it's top heavy. Nah, let's leave it. Whatever. That's better.
Yeah, I mean it's pretty much the same. Just Super Saiyan 3 head sculpt. It's the same figures. Yeah. All right, so now we are going to Super Saiyan 4.
No, we're still talking about the Super Saiyan 3 from Demonical Fit, which also has that Majin Vegeta face.
Oh, I totally forgot they did one.
This Vegeta, I'll actually put higher than this than the Kong Studios one, because this Vegeta actually has a smaller head, like a smaller Super Saiyan 3, which I think is more proportionally accurate. And secondly, it looks I think it feels better in hand. It moves around well. I remember the Kong Studios, because of the product of its time, it had more looser and tighter joints. This Demonical Fit figure felt so much nicer in hand. And then having that, they also introduced the Gallic gun effect, which looks
yeah, I see the Gallic gun effect.
Oh,
all right.
Oh my god, hold on, I just realized they can't see it on screen. My fault, yo.
Oh.
Excuse me. I'll agree with that, lower on the A list. It probably does look like one of the better.
Like, this is one of those things where Demonical Fit was competing with Kong, because they were like, no, we're going to make our own Super Saiyan 3.
Yeah.
And then it actually did turn out better. So,
yeah.
Okay.
But you know what? Theirs does look like it's the exact body of Majin Vegeta.
That's
like
true.
The waist part. Yeah.
That...
They exactly. Maybe put it high on B.
Because here, it
what do you
is
think,
the same body, but less glossy.
Yeah.
Like this has like this has more of a matte finish on the body, and I do like how they had the Majin symbol.
Where do you
one
think,
of the alternate heads.
Low B or high B? Low A or high B?
Low A or high B?
I say a low A, to be honest, because I think this Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta is better than this one.
Oh yeah.
Studios.
It would.
But I think the Beast Deities superhero Super Saiyan 3 is better than this one.
Yeah.
Well, we have the Beast one on what is that? S tier.
Yeah. So that makes sense.
Yeah. All right. So put it lower on A tier. Yeah, put it lower on A tier then. Yeah.
Do you see where it is? Look at my screen.
Also, I like that they gave him I also like they gave him the accurate gold tips on the boots, because the other ones kept giving him the stupid brown ones.
Oh,
that can be taken out of context. Oops.
So now we're on Super Saiyan 4. Let's do the official Figuarts.
Oh, Super Saiyan. We're gonna go to Super Saiyan Blue.
This one I think is one of the best Vegeta figures around. I think it's S tier.
Okay.
Hands down.
Personally,
yes.
Hands down.
Personally, I actually think
hands down.
High A tier. Here's why. Very wide hips. Very wide hips in terms of sculpting, but that's the only issue.
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but you can. It's because they use that system where it's a ball peg at the swivel, the thigh swivel. That, yeah, I agree with that, but I feel like it is still one of their best Vegeta figures for Figuarts.
You know what? I put in an A tier too because my copy, the ball joint for it keeps like popping off.
On where?
So, on the wrist joint. The wrist joint, it keeps popping off, and I have to keep putting it back on.
Top A tier it up.
Yeah, right. Top of A tier.
So it does have some quality
and then
quality control.
If you guys have any objections, make them known. I want to know.
Say objection in the comments, and then give us why you're objecting to it. All right, let's get to the better Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta figure, shall we?
Wait, hold on. One thing.
What
did
better?
Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta come with fusion fingers?
I don't. They did, right? Didn't Goku have someone he had them?
Send me a picture of the black.
No, they didn't. I don't think they didn't, because everybody's like, I guess the Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta will have the hands for each of them. That's right. I remember that.
Yeah, because that would have been kind of stupid if you just released a
just
figure
put black
with
hole
fusion.
Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Yeah, it just. Where was it?
I can't find a picture of it.
It's gone from existence.
It was such like a quick release, and nobody taught. Is that it down there?
This regular Vegeta. That's like I can't find it anywhere on Google.
Quick release that nobody really gave like a shit about it, and it like came out of nowhere too, and it was just like, and then it was gone. That's it. Nobody really said anything about it. So Black Hole, I'm sure some of you know, some of you don't, but Black Hole Toys did make a Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta that I forgot about, and supposedly it's like one of the worst figures ever made.
Yeah.
It's you really know what? Bad. It belongs on the shit list. That's what we should call the bottom.
It's F tier. Yeah, the shit list.
Yeah, we should call it the shit list.
You know what? I'll name it that right now.
Shitty figures, yeah. So yeah, that Black Hole Toy Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, we've heard, what is it, QC issues, the paints, it just looks like a super cheap knockoff.
It was rushed. It was most likely rushed out. So
to go along with the Super Saiyan 4 Goku.
Yeah, that came out like a few years ago. Yeah.
Yeah. What was it, like a reissued, or when Super Saiyan 4 Goku reissued, or when he
when it first came out, when the figure first came out.
So they were trying to get ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
That's why it looked like cheap crap, because they didn't have anything to copy off of.
Yeah.
It's don't worry about it. Or just
you probably could just find it on YouTube. To be honest,
just use the Figuarts one and just put.
I already have it right here.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Whatever. Just we'll leave it. The Black Hole, Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, shitless, trash.
Yeah. Okay.
If you do find it, we'll send a picture if we find
it.
Maybe
I'll just throw like a bad figure just to like hold the thing. We'll just put Super Saiyan 3 Ghost.
Wait. Oh wait, so now we're gonna move to Super Saiyan Blue, and I feel like the first one we should do is the Resurrection F1,
which I got ready right now. Okay.
Shit list,
really?
Well, I mean, it's outdated. It's super duper skinny.
I'd give it a D though, because it's basically the same.
Yeah, we'll give it.
It's almost the same sculpt as this one.
D. That's what I meant. The list that the 1.0s are on. Yeah, it has the horrible waist joint. For its time, it was pretty dope. Everybody loved it, but I mean, it's outdated now, and it belongs there on the deal.
Better than this one. This one can't even like stay like tilted forward.
Oh, he's on.
At least when you pop this one, it still. I will say, even though this joint sucks, if you like pop it and then like
put it on high D, like put it as the first.
Okay, that look at that.
There we go.
Look at that.
There we go. He belonged on the high D.
Okay.
But no, they really do need to update this figure, and I'm surprised that I'm surprised no third company has made it, like especially the monocle fit.
Yeah, I think both Golden Frieza, that Vegeta, and the Goku all need updated molds, because it was cool. It was different things they're wearing, or different colors.
Yeah.
So they definitely need to update all three of those figures at some point, which they eventually will, but who knows when.
This was my most anticipated figure, and then it became my most disappointed figure.
Yeah, yeah, it wasn't as good as we were hoping.
But hey, at least
so,
they did. At least you can head swap the 1.0 heads onto it, and so you can have Dragon Ball. You know,
I remember
Super.
with that Vegeta figure, like you can actually hold on, my Vegeta figure is like right over there. Let me just grab it.
And then you can have that if you wanted, you know, the Dragon Ball Super.
Oh
Vegetas.
yeah.
You want to do
Yeah,
that?
I did like the hands that he had. How he had those hands that did that. That was pretty cool.
Okay.
That he did that.
Let me show y'all something real quick.
No.
Okay. Look at how far this Vegeta moves away from the body.
Yeah, I was just showing that off like 5 seconds ago.
Okay. But that is insane.
Horrendous. My God, I'm so glad.
It does have nicer feeling joints though. Like you can actually move it around without feeling you're gonna break anything. Like it stays in the positions. But here's what was weird about this Vegeta, right?
What?
The hair sculpt, the color that they chose for the Super Saiyan Blue, is completely different than Goku's. It resurrected.
Goku's was matted too, and his is all glossy. Not that the blues also didn't match, but one's matte and one's glossy. Like, what the hell's going on here?
Yeah, what was the point of doing all those different styles?
Do this shit to this day. They still make like Super Saiyan different colors, still Super Saiyan Blue different color. Like, guys, can you match the freaking colors of the hair? It's the same form.
Yeah, and they're way better about this nowadays, like especially when it came to the Broly movie stuff, which is actually the next one on the list right over here.
That's one of the best figures, I think.
Yeah, to be honest with you, like I'm thinking, even though this is 2.0, this might be an A tier one.
Yeah, no, it's definitely A tier. Like, the Super Saiyan 2.0s are up there. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, wait, no, I'm tripping. Okay, I was thinking of a different.
The only thing that stops.
I like those better than the Super Saiyan ones, though.
Yeah, actually,
the only thing that
Sorry, go ahead, champ. Go.
I'd put that.
The only thing that prevents this figure from being perfect is the last-minute Super Saiyan Godhead. That just looks very. I don't know. It just looks weird, man. Like it came with a smirking face, and I don't remember him doing that at all in the movie. And it was just like it felt like a last-minute decision. Be like, oh crap, you go Super Saiyan God. There you go, your first Super Saiyan God figure.
But I would put this all the way at the top of A. I like that better than Super
I'm actually
Saiyan
gonna put the. Actually, I'm gonna give you a reason. I'm gonna put this in B tier because there seemed to be a universal issue with this figure. The legs would always be spreading apart for whatever reason on this specific one. Like, like you would always be like, getting this figure and like putting it back to this, like putting him back to the side.
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, but they fixed it when they did that fucking that super expensive version.
Yeah, which is the next on this list.
Yeah,
with that one we'll go in A tier.
Yeah, but that one sucked because it was $100. Like, come on, dude.
Oh yeah, $100, and all you're getting is a display. You know what? You're right. Keep them in the same boat.
Yeah, keep them next to each other. Like,
all right, fine. Assuming you're somehow able to fix this, it's A tier. But otherwise, no, I don't know.
Oh, they say they can't see the tier list.
Oh, crud. My bad.
You're fired, Heish.
Okay.
You're fired.
Okay. So
get fired.
I keep forgetting to switch it back after I zoom the camera in. Okay. So there's this Vegeta right over here. We're talking about this is in low B tier.
That was like the something anniversary.
Like
what was it called?
7th anniversary Dragon Ball or something. I can't remember.
Or 10th anniversary or something. I don't know. Who knows? Well, yeah, it was a ripoff what they made you pay because they released that. I do love his armor in the Broly movie, but then they announced that they're doing a $35 Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta, and he's just in his regular Saiyan armor, but much better deal. And it is a really, really good Vegeta figure.
This one?
I'm trying. Yep.
Took a while, but like, yeah.
I had the tier list open. I was just looking at the tier list.
Yeah. My only problem with this figure,
definitely on
the hair's too fucking short.
Whoa!
No, it pisses me off. It's too short. Look at this. It's short.
$5 off your YouTube.
No, he's not. No, he's not wrong. It is very short. And I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it is.
I'll be honest with you. My other issue is that the face plates look very weird. They look very strange to me. That's why I didn't bother picking this one up.
Yeah, I think I do like the Broly ones better.
I mean, I don't think the face sculpts look too bad,
Yeah,
but I
they're
can
not
see
that
what you
bad.
mean.
Bro, but
The
the
hair
screaming face,
definitely
no,
is
the
odd.
screaming face looks like he's doing.
Yeah, the screaming face is weird.
His
on
nose is so stretched out on these.
The screaming face is a little odd.
Wait, I just realized, didn't the Monocle Fit release a Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with this kind of paint scheme?
Now they did do a Super
No, they
Saiyan Blue
did do a Super Saiyan
Evolution.
Blue. Yeah, yeah.
It was Evolution. That's right. It was
Revolution.
Evolution.
And this was a cool moment
Yeah.
because that's when they were like, "Hey, we need people to go and review this figures," and they started giving them this out to people, to reviewers, to go and review for free.
Did you
As long
get
as-
one?
Yeah, I did. I was
They didn't
happy
give
about
me
that.
one, you fucking bastards.
Whoa! Another $5 off your pay.
Okay, this one I'm actually gonna put in A tier, like from Demonical Fit.
You know what? Every time one of us curses, you gotta put $5 in the curse jar.
Okay.
And then
Wow.
at the end of the month, whoever curses the least gets it.
Okay,
All right,
so
well,
this,
you got this one, right, Heesh?
yeah, I did. I love this. I love this figure. The only thing I think that was missed on this figure is the fact that it should have had a different hair sculpt. Just because.
What hair sculpt did they copy off of?
Super Saiyan Blue. They just repainted Super Saiyan Blue, but Super Saiyan Blue Evolution should have had more.
The Broly one?
Yeah. The Broly one. It should have had it should have had a sculpt that looked more like the 2.0 Super Saiyan Vegeta.
Ah, okay.
And to be honest with you though, the eyes and the blue on the colors on this thing look so good. Even though I got like a custom, I was still thinking that this looked better just because of the colors.
Yeah.
Like,
I just realized I should try swapping the Super Broly head with this one. See what it looks like on this body. I never tried that.
Do it.
I gotta go through so many boxes now.
Don't worry.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. We're going to the next figure now, champ. Don't worry about it. All right, what's next? We still on Super Saiyan Blue?
Yeah, okay. So, that goes into low A tier. And then,
all right,
since we're talking about, so we're talking about Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. This figure, this one I'm mixed with.
Is that Kong?
This is Kong Studios release. And
screw it. I'm gonna change it anyway.
Oh,
I didn't even buy this figure.
Is this the one I keep mixing up with the interchangeable arms that everybody was breaking?
With the interchangeable arms and like the gloves, you can have with gloves or without the gloves.
Either B or C.
I'm gonna give this a C tier.
Yeah. Because everybody was having that QC issue of the arms breaking when you would swap them out.
My arm broke in the review. Like as I was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah. That happened to a lot of people, and that was like Kong's first figure, I think they did, if I'm not mistaken.
No, their first figure was that or the Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta. Right?
I could have sworn it was this Super Saiyan Blue one, because everybody's like, oh, this new company. And people are skeptical about buying the figure. But yeah, I remember everybody did have that issue with it. I did, you did, and a ton of other collectors
and I remember
too. But after that, they've been very solid of a company.
Yeah, and I remember one.
Oh wow, that looks so much better.
Yeah, that does. That's a much better head. I don't know why they switched up the head sculpt. They should have just used that head sculpt on that Vegeta right there.
I'm gonna take this and put it in A tier, just because. Actually, no, I should put this in C tier. Leave this in B tier. I just think they messed up with this Vegeta. Sure, it's $35.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's $35, and the other one's like $60.
And then the other one's $100.
And then the other one's $100.
But still, they did have their own issues. But you know what? The hair sculpt's better. The armor is a lot cool looking. This is just a basic 2.0, body mold with it. I think it's good with how that is. What were we just on? The Kong one. Yeah, that one.
Yeah. I put it in C tier.
Yeah, right. Yeah, put it low. The lowest one on there.
It is the thing, and the thing is, it does like have cool faces, but Demonical Fit definitely beat this one out but like just even though they didn't have to do anything as much, I do like the fact that you do get a battle damage Vegeta, and I think that till this very day we still don't have like a proper battle damage shirtless Vegeta. So in that regard, it's not bad. I think that the only thing holding this back was the faces. The faces were like really lackluster, but the body mold. Actually, maybe I'll give this low B.
It was like this was like really the first battle damage Vegeta that we ever got from any company.
Yeah.
But they did do a better job with the other battle damage Vegeta we're going to get to.
And they gave you interchangeable legs. So you can choose to have the legs regular or ripped up.
Right. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So that was cool that they did that. But yeah, there was the break issue. It was their first figure. So, give them the benefit of the doubt their first time.
To be fair, though, the break issues only happened because people were trying to interchange like the arms, which they did advertise that you should do. But problem was that I think they actually, now that I think about it, they did re-release that figure, and they did fix the problems on them, but it didn't have like as big of a set. Because what I'm looking at right now is the bloodied up version. There was numerous different versions of that exact release, which would be insane. So if we're just imagining like a world where like if we're just imagining the figures like that re-released and not the first release one, I might be inclined to put this in A tier, but I'm just gonna leave it.
Whoa, yeah, leave it be. All right, what do we got next here?
Okay.
I think we have...
So next, we have Kong Studios All
right, so now we're on to Ultra Ego.
No,
we're this? Oh no, right.
We're on
that's probably gonna be S tier, I think.
Yeah, this is the Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue Evolution thing on the 3.0 pack. I'd say the only thing that holds this back is that the hair sculpts. The hair sculpts are translucent. And I know a lot of people aren't going to like that. And the problem is that this is the only Super Saiyan God hair sculpt that they had actually it gave us out of all the other ones. The other ones you could say, Vegeta came with a Super Saiyan, and it comes with a Super Saiyan 2 Bang as well, so you can change it up and make it look differently. Super Saiyan God, only translucent for some reason. I don't understand why they did that.
Yeah, that is odd. I don't know why they didn't do that and then a regular. Painted.
And then the faces were really limited, I think, too. I think, actually, no, Super Saiyan God had a good array of faces, but they shouldn't have made the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution sculpt the same mold. Like, as Super Saiyan God.
Yeah, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know. The more I think about it, it's like, okay, we have all these body molds, but I'm going to put this in A tier because I don't think the body mold should quite hold it up in that regard all the way. Like the faces and the hairs do.
It's not just that. They do always hook you up with a lot of accessories too, which is something I love about Beast Deities. Their figures are action figures. I understand the translucent hair, but I mean it's still probably one of the best Vegeta figures. I mean, I don't have it, but if we've owned,
I have it right over here.
All of the you do have it.
Yeah.
So is it similar to how the Time Breaker one is? If it is, then that's one of the best Vegeta figures. Even though it has so the translucent hair, translucent hair, like some people like it, some people don't. I don't really care for it. I don't mind it, but I would prefer the painted one. But you can't just let that bring it down to an A tier if it's on par with the other ones that they recently released.
Yeah.
But I think it's just the overall aesthetic that is my problem with it, because as Super Saiyan Blue Evolution, if we're just looking at it from aesthetic point altogether, the monocle fit Super Saiyan Blue, from color perspective, looks the best. Super Saiyan Blue Evolution. But not the Super Saiyan Blue Evolution from Kong Studios, from Beast Deities, because it does this new one. I just don't think holds up the same way personally. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know what you guys think. I'm curious as to you guys' opinions on this.
But I think if it's the same as their Time Breaker one and their other one there with the rabbit head, I think it should be up there with them. Even though it is stupid that for some reason they just made the hairs transparent, translucent. I don't know why. They should have made a separate set where one translucent one isn't, so you have the option, because not everybody likes translucent.
Okay, we'll put the lowest one on S tier. How about we do that?
Yeah, I agree with that. Now the last two is Kong
One is
when they were Kong. Yeah, one's regular, one's battle damage of Ultra Ego. The only Ultra Ego Vegeta figures that are around. And personally, I like the battle damage one more. It's the same figure, like same accessories, but also with the battle damage one, I like the color purple of the hair way better than the not non-battle damaged one.
I'd give him a
But
B
yeah, I'd agree with that too. They are like they're like Majin Vegeta body molds, the Figuarts ones, so that's why I feel like it would be on B tier too. They should, as we've been talking about, make updated Ultra Ego Vegeta figures with how kick-ass their Vegeta figures have been as of late.
Absolutely, yeah. And I think that they're missing out on a big market of people who have been wanting to get like a good Ultra Ego Vegeta figure.
They're going to be I know they're going to be the first ones to make it. What, champ?
Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see an official Ultra Ego Vegeta until the anime comes back. And I'll tell you this, and you can clip this. That once that episode comes out, when Vegeta turns Ultra Ego and it breaks the internet, Tamashi's going to announce the figure on the same night.
Yeah, they're going to show the promo pictures for it.
Yep.
Just like when we saw Super Saiyan 4 Goku again when he was a kid.
Or Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta.
Yeah, same shit. Yeah, they'll definitely do that. But, I mean, I wouldn't say it's not a possibility, because look what they did with Ultra Instinct Goku. They did make a manga version, but it was super duper pricey, which is stupid. The Toyotaru version, I believe they called it.
Yeah. But like I think with that is because Ultra Instinct is already a thing by now, and they can do alternate versions.
Yeah,
so.
But I wouldn't rule it out. But it is much more likely Beast Deities is going to jump all over that. Probably announce it this year, I think. A new Ultra Ego Vegeta, which
Tamashi? I don't know about that.
No, not Tamashi. Beast Deities.
Oh, Beast Deities. That would be dope.
Yeah. I
swear I saw something that they had an Ultra Ego, like a new mold of that figure. They like teased it last year or something. I don't know if it was during Christmas or the holidays, but I swear to God, they showed something off on their Instagram before I guess the whole thing happened.
I think the next Vegeta figures they make is going to be that Ultra Ego.
I mean, I'll definitely buy it.
Oh yeah, same here. Because they're doing an Ultra Instinct Goku with the Sun Wukong, the Mythos anime. So I know they're definitely like, why would they do that? And everything is from was it the Moro arc? Technically, it's not Telegranol arc, but still, I think they have it
because they have the what was it, the torn patch on the
yeah
control thing.
Yeah. Is that what Kuso was telling you about?
Yeah, this is what Kuso was telling me about right over here. This is like this new Super Vegeta.
Yeah. It's a little small though, no?
No, I think it's the same mold as the other ones. I mean, look at that. That's 2.0. I mean, it is its own like mold, but it is using 2.0 technology. But but it does seem like the angle joints seem better on it.
Probably. If they use something similar to Beast Deities, I'm fine with that. A ball hinge.
Yeah, let me see ball.
And this is supposed to be Super Saiyan, yeah.
Seemingly, yeah, Super Saiyan, because you can see right here on the side. That's that's the thing for it.
Yeah, that's what I was just
Super Vegeta.
Yeah, it's not too bad. And what's the name of this company?
I think it's this right here.
Articule. Not articulate.
I was going to say actual figures. I thought it said actual figures.
Actual.
This is an actual figure.
Article.
Oh, you know, it is article.
Yeah, I think it's article.
Okay.
Article figures. All right, I'm good with that. Yeah, that's dope.
I mean, that is pretty nice looking so far, the unpainted prototype. I'm curious to see how it looks painted up and everything.
Yeah.
But,
when it eventually
all right, there's our tier list of pretty much all the third-party Vegeta figures and Figuarts. Vegeta figures, if we miss some, we will eventually do an update, because we want to do an update with the Goku one. We're going to wait for, a little more Goku figures to release, though, before we do that.
Yeah, because there's a lot more. There's a lot more.
Yeah. So if there's other figures or characters you want us to do, maybe maybe we could do a Trunks one because Trunks has been getting a lot of figures lately.
Trunks has been getting a lot of figures. Broly is getting a lot of figures. Vegeta, Gogeta,
Gohan. I mean,
Gohan's in this limbo state where it's like they're promising new figures and then they never.
I would say
release them.
I would say other figure lines, but really out of all the lines we all collect, we mainly all do collect the Dragon Ball line. Like me and Champ do collect the One Piece line. Heish only has like Luffy and Sanji. I don't even know if he has Zoro, but
no.
I'm trying to think of like stuff that we always collect. But Dragon Ball, everyone loves Dragon Ball figure arts, so we
Dragon Ball.
That.
But yeah,
maybe we'll do a Trunks one because he's gotten a nice chunk of figures third party wise lately. So I mean, even figure arts, you know. But yeah, that's the live. Hope you guys enjoyed it.
We're not done yet.
Oh, he's got to do an unboxing real quick.
Yeah. Well, I didn't. Not really an unboxing. But basically,
or showing off.
This is okay. Let's show off the new figures that I got from Hobby Model Store real quick. Okay, so first off.
Oh.
Yes, I've gotten figures since a very long time. Okay, first off, 3.0 Daima Goku. Amazing figure.
Yeah, I told you. Didn't I tell you?
I love this. Yeah, you did. And I
really
saw pictures of it too. I love this figure. Like how it looks.
Yeah, me too.
How it moves. The articulation, like
right? How do you like the rubbery part at the torso?
It's great. I love that.
It's only like his gi. You notice that? It's only like the gi and the blue. I think the blue shirt. No, just the gi. Oh no, the blue shirt too. I like that they did that. Even the shoulder pieces on his arms are rubbery.
Yeah, which is like that's awesome. Like if the fact that they can do this type of thing right now with articulated figures that are articulated sections that are moving around. Tells me they can probably do the same with like the Saiyan armor now at this point.
And think of the new Super Saiyan one that we're going to be getting. Same body mold and articulation they're using with that.
Yeah, and man, don't even get me started on all the pictures I saw, especially with like the Fang Super Saiyan God head on this Goku body.
Yeah, I saw that. That looks pretty cool. Does it make you want to get the Daima Piccolo now?
I'm thinking about it. It could.
I pre-ordered it.
The grown-up one, right?
even though I talk so much shit about it.
I don't blame you now. Okay, next, which is surprising. Like, okay, y'all are sleeping on Hobby Model Store because on the aftermarket right now you can see like this Super Android 17 going for like over $100. Right. I was able to get this. Oh, let me move the thing. I was able to get this for like $70, like almost less than the price of premium Bandai.
And you know what? Since you combined it with a lot of stuff, it's not like you paid that much more for shipping.
I paid like $40 for shipping.
Yeah, so it's a combination of everything you got.
Yeah.
So maybe like 10 or $15 just for him and shipping in general.
Yeah, it's better to buy stuff as bundles off of that website. And okay, I played around with this figure. I didn't like it.
I thought it was pretty.
I didn't really.
I thought
like
it was alright. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. I sold mine kind of right after. Like it's an okay figure, but it's not one of their best.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just go ahead and throw this right back into.
I could have saved you from buying that. You should have asked me first.
Yeah, but even then, I'm just.
I mean, if you like Android 17 and his Super 17, then buy it. Like it's not a bad figure, but it's got to be like a character you really like a lot, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
I just think the hair pieces on Super Android 17 are a little bit annoying too.
Oh yeah, swapping them. You have them? Yeah, the two back pieces, right? Yeah, and I always feel like they're gonna break.
Oh, here's a good question from the guy named
Etchy Fish.
Yes, very interesting name. As a beginner, what Vegeta would be a good choice for my first one?
Ooh, for right now?
For right now. Okay.
I would say
Daima
either
Vegeta.
get the new, adult Daima Vegeta, because you're jumping right into the new articulation. Or you could also grab the 2.0 Super Saiyan one that we were talking about, since it's getting reissued and still retail price. Or did the superhero one get reissued? If that did,
I think it might still be available for $35. Yeah, but I don't want to give him like too many base form Vegetas. You need to have a variety of forms that can kind of.
Yeah, I was just thinking. I'm like, oh wait, the Daima one is base form. So if I were you, it just released. Get the Daima adult one.
I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. Like the Daima one, yes, but also probably, as much as I hate to say it, get this Vegeta right over here. The 30
Super Saiyan Blue.
Yeah, the $35 Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta with the short hair. As much as I can.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
It's
Grab
the
that
most
one
affordable
too, yeah.
Super Saiyan Blue figure, like Vegeta figure you can currently get.
Yeah.
Like even if we didn't put it as much, it's very inviting.
Well,
so yeah.
Yeah, that's why I said the Super Saiyan one too. They're both the same price. I think out of all three of those Vegetas, the Daima one, the Super Saiyan one, and Super Saiyan Blue one that we just mentioned, I think it's just $100 for all three.
Yeah.
So you're getting 3 figures for $100. Figuarts Vegetas.
And then yeah, and then if you want to get like Super Saiyan 3, probably get the Monocle Fit one because they're always re-releasing their stuff.
Yeah.
Or wait,
what else?
Or wait for wait for Tamashii Nations to release the Super Saiyan 3 Adult Vegeta.
Yeah, they'll probably do that soon. What else did you get, Keish?
Okay, I also got the kimono.
Oh, how do you like that?
So this figure, it functions well. It feels good, but there's like the legs are pretty tight on this. Look how hard it is to bend the knee.
Yeah, well, didn't some of the Trunks figures kind of have the tight joint issue too?
Yeah, they did a little.
The arms, right? Yeah, so they're still learning as they go along.
Yeah, they're figuring it out.
It is a cool, unique Goku figure. Like it's not the same old orange gi with the blue. You know, it's something different that he's wearing.
But for $80, this is an insanely good deal. So here's the box with all the other stuff. So they're taking
with the bike.
Yeah, the bike. So this bike is made out of die cast and plastic, and if Tamashii Nations was to make that, it's gonna be $160 or something. Insanely overpriced if they were to make it. So
it is. So that's definitely a nice deal for that set.
Yeah, and look at this. The bicycle actually functions. Look at that wheel. The pedals are moving.
Yeah, that's cool.
That's
nice.
Dope. That's how it should. That's how like
nice,
should have been.
Nice.
Very happy with that.
Champ, you're gonna have to buy that soon. It's Goku.
No.
Really?
I'm just not. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of Goku in civilian clothes.
Really?
What if they did the driver test one?
Okay, I got a hot take. That's like my least favorite filler.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. How about the filler arc before the Cell Games Goku outfits?
That one maybe with the white shirt and the orange jacket.
That's what it was. Yeah. That's right. Yeah.
That one maybe. I think that one, and if they came out with the Gohan in the school uniform, with it, maybe yeah. Because I remember, I have a little bit of nostalgia with those kind of designs.
Yeah.
I don't really have a lot of nostalgia for the manga covers. But I will say this: if Tozen Arts comes with a school uniform of Teen Gohan from the Buu saga, I might buy that because they already built a bike, so they could just like retool and reuse. So I might buy that.
Yeah, they could.
Absolutely, it could.
They definitely could. Is that all that you got in your haul?
No. So I did get one other thing, and it's a bit hard to pick out. So they on Hobby Model Store they also have like the like for $6 you can get a Majin Buu head. Which didn't come with the Tozen Arts Kid Buu.
Oh yeah, I remember you saying you bought that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that was the last thing I got. On
nice. So how much you spend on? How much was it?
That was $6.
No, like everything combined with.
Everything combined, it was like
2 something.
It was 220.
Oh, that's not bad at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty good. Pretty darn good.
Yeah. And okay, Champ, I know you don't like Goku in civilian clothing, but let me tell you something, bro. Like the faces.
That is a cool looking figure.
The faces are so incredibly well detailed. Like, look at that.
Yeah, and the faces do look good.
Yeah. I saw people putting that on other Goku figures.
Yeah, but I'm sure that AFFM Customs can make stuff that will work. I actually don't even know if I haven't tried taking the faceplates and throwing it on here to see if they fit the same way.
No, you'll be able to do it at some point. But I think we should wrap it up here. We're going on an hour and 45 minutes.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, so
we had a good time. We had a good time talking about Vegeta figures.
This was a good tier list. I do like doing these tier lists. Like I said, maybe we do like maybe a combination of Trunks and Gohan.
Yeah, we can do that next Trunks and Gohan. You want to do that next time?
like because they don't have as many figures as Goku and Vegeta.
We could do like Trunks, Gohan, and Vegito. Because Vegito gets a lot of figures.
Third party stuff, yeah.
Especially now.
Yeah.
Especially now.
Like now.
Meow.
Yes, everyone. Thank you for joining the live. Hope you guys enjoyed our rankings of what we think are the best, worst 1/12 scale Vegeta figures from Figuarts third party companies. Don't forget to subscribe to all of our channels
and leave a like if you guys are new.
A like-a-roo.
A scribbity scribe-a-roo and a like for you too.
All right. Anyways, we'll see you guys next time. Till
Be
then.
sure to subscribe and